I started in sales a little over a year ago, and now I make over $25,000 every single month. And I'm sure some of you watching who know anything about sales know what high ticket sales or selling courses or programs for creators is. And I'm sure you've seen it all over YouTube, and this is actually how I started. But what I'm talking about today is completely different. It's an overlooked niche in sales that almost no one talks about, and I've been doing it from my home, wherever I'm staying at in the world, at just 20 years old. I started in high ticket sales like everyone else. I was taking calls, handling objections, and sometimes spending hours on the phone trying to reframe someone's mindset and get them over the fear of investing thousands of dollars into themselves, all for at the end of it just making a few $100s in commission. And don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on high ticket sales. It's honestly a great way to build skills and stack cash, but it's just not as scalable. But then I stumbled across this hidden sales industry where it's way easier to sell. The leads know that they need the product. There's no 2 hours over Zoom objection handling someone trying to handle their fear, and the product is very affordable, so it's way easier to sell, but the commission sizes are insane. And in this video, I'm going to explain how it works, how I got into it, and why it's way better than what anyone else is pitching online. And from doing this, I've been able to live in a luxury high-rise in Dallas. I've stayed in mansions in Los Angeles and Malibu for months at a time. And now I'm actually living here in Colombia, all while making more money than most doctors. And I did this without a degree, without an office, without some crazy or lucky connection. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it. So let's break down the niche, the pay, and how you can get started with this even if you've never sold anything before. Once I found this sales niche in the financial services industry, it changed everything for me. My first full month in, I made over $15,000 profit, and I did this all without having to build a personal brand, without having to run ads myself, without having to handle any sort of fulfillment. And just a few months after that, I'm now doing over $25,000 a month consistently without having to be glued to my calendar all day. And the craziest part for me wasn't just the success that I was having, it was seeing the success that other people in the same industry were having. Because I've been in sales for a while, I'm used to making over 5 figures a month, but seeing people who came straight from college, no business experience, no sales experience, being able to make over $60,000, $70,000 a month profit within just 1 year of doing it is what really solidified this as the best opportunity in sales right now. You don't need any technical skills or crazy knowledge. You just need the right systems, basic communication skills, and the right offer to plug into. Most people, like myself, are stuck thinking that remote sales is stuck in the biz opportunity or online coaching space, which is not true at all. This is real, it's stable, and it's growing fast. Financial services is the industry that's created the most millionaires in the world, and it's not like some normal high-ticket remote sales position. This is actually an opportunity to build real wealth and even eventually sell your book of business for millions of dollars down the line. And what really blew my mind about the scalability of this opportunity was not only the amount that you can sell yourself, but once you get the systems and processes figured out and you're selling at a high enough level yourself, you can eventually build and manage a team. So you can bring people into this industry and take a small performance-based incentive from managing them. And this is where I saw numbers that I hadn't seen in the high-ticket sales space, where literally kids in their 20s making hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. The end target is great and all, but now let's get into actually how to get started. So step 1 is choosing the right company. You need to make sure that you can find a company that has people that you can learn from that have achieved your desired results so that you have a clear path of growth and you can make sure that you can hit whatever numbers that you desire to hit. And you need to make sure that you're getting the proper training on sales processes as well as high quality leads to start out with so that you can get the ball rolling. Step 2, once you're inside of the right opportunity, then it's actually studying people in the industry that have done what you want to do and replicating their sales process so that you can achieve the same results, as well as make it trainable for other people that you might bring in down the line. And step 3, once you plugged into the right opportunity and you've studied high performers' sales process so that you know exactly what to do to achieve what you want to achieve, then it's about actually getting licensed to sell these products. And this only took me about 2 weeks. And as soon as I was done licensing, I immediately started selling and the commission started rolling in. And to be honest, at first with the numbers I was seeing, I thought this was going to be some high level complex sales process to sell these products because of these big commissions. But the reality is it was actually very simple. I was literally getting on calls with people for 20, 25 minutes, closing them and then collecting my commission, plus having back-end residuals. Fast forward to now, I'm making tens of thousands of dollars every single month, and I'm not some exception. I'm literally just a normal kid that hated high school, who didn't want to go to college and go down the traditional route of working a job that I hated with no end goal. And like I said, it's not just me. I've literally seen people in this industry with no business experience, no sales experience, make more than doctors. It's simply that they plugged into the right offer, they learned the sales process, they stayed consistent, and they actually treated it like a business. And if you guys are even a little more curious or have more in-depth questions, you can feel free to DM me on Instagram. Just make sure that you drop me a follow. And if you've heard enough and you want to get started and fast track your way to succeed in this industry, I'm going to leave a link below to book in a call with me. And let me know if you guys have any more in-depth questions or videos that you'd like me to cover on this. But for now, I'll see you guys next time.